So it's the next morning here. Jarrett picked up the little hog ring tool earlier today, and now he is bent over a chair like he often is.
You know what? I'm in a better mood after sleep. I didn't sleep as long as you did. I was up at 7.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference. We might do a little look at it before we do it, but I wiped down the full interior of the truck with some cleaner and got some of the grime off that had been bothering me. And the dude that had the truck before was obviously smoker because the inside of the windows were all covered in crap, so I finally got to wiping all that stuff off. And
Yeah.
I will say, after cleaning the truck yesterday, well, the carpet, maybe it was the seats having them out too, but there was always like a strong stench when I got in of like diesel additive or other stuff, which I think was just stuff that was in the carpet, but it didn't smell like anything this morning when I opened up. So the cleaning that we did, I'm already happy with how it paid off.
Yeah, because you saw in our video yesterday when he was using the extractor or the stain remover, carpet cleaner, whatever you want to call it, how dirty it was coming back out. So that just shows that most likely some of those stains were doing it. There's a chance some of the padding of the seats are stained, but we haven't noticed heavy staining, so we'll see. But all we've done at this point is we did the hog rings on this because Jared got this little hog ring tool where you just set the ring across this piece and then squeeze it and it bends it around.
This totally said passenger.
Did it?
Yeah.
Where? Do we want to...
Does it matter? I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters. Yeah, we were sitting there looking at this back and the back over there trying to figure out which one was driver, which one was passenger, but they looked identical, so...
And also on this trim, because I have the lovely console that we were working on.
They are different.
Huh?
They are different. You see, this comes out, whereas this goes like out to the side and this comes out forward. We can rip it back out.
Do we have enough hog ties?
We can reuse some of these because it's just about, but if we can get the back bent straight out, we can reuse them.
Well, it's another day here on this interior, and me.
So we're gonna rip this back apart and we'll catch up.
Let's just redo this video and just not show up.
No, we're not redoing this video.
Oh.
We're taking them along for us being idiots too. So we'll be back. We'll be back. Okay, so now we're back to where we are from 15 minutes ago, but this time we have the driver's side panel on the driver's side. Now the driver's side doesn't have a sticker saying which it is, but if you look, oh, the passenger says pass on it. So, live and learn, I guess. If you guys ever do one of these kits, just look for the little stickers if you're not sure. But it definitely looks like it's more defined in the right spots with how stuff comes out. But Jarrett's going to be doing his stuff, and then we're going to try to get this seat back together. So we'll catch up in a bit. So at this point, we've went through, and this is the bottom cushion of the driver's seat. It's got 13 hog rings in it. All 13 of those have been put in. So now we're just going to have to fold down this over the side, reattach these little clips to the bottom of the frame, and then reattach it to the top.
Not much.
Not much. Honestly, it's not going to be bad. But we realized also that due to the... we had to cut the 6 hog rings from when we took the passenger seat cover off of the driver's seat. We're going to end up being 2 hog rings short. But luckily we have a bunch here that aren't real badly bent like this one. We'll be able to straighten this one back out and reuse.
I mean, considering we messed up 6.
Yeah. So they give you 4 spares in here. And... I mean, that should be enough for most things if you mess up a hog ring or 2, but we just messed up a whole cover. Luckily, it wasn't like one of these.
Because these, it would have been...
Yeah, because these have 13, and, like, it depends on which side for how the belt buckle comes out. So, this is the driver's side. But, I mean, the seat covers are really good quality. We just had a heck of a time with this one, the center console, because our center console's broken.
Yeah, the top part. We went over that yesterday, how the frame around it was broken. The bottom part of it isn't broken. It's just the top part. That's the back of the seat and back. The whole back corner of it is completely cracked and parts of it are off, and then the front corner is cracked and has parts of it's off.
Yeah.
So that's why it ended up being such a mess doing that yesterday. Don't get me wrong, it still would have been difficult even if it was in full condition, but if it wasn't full condition, it would have held its shape a lot better when we were trying to pull on each side.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, it came out decent. We figure maybe it's not like we use that seat very often, so we shouldn't have to replace it. If we get to the point where we have to, then
if you do get the stuff from the seat shop, driver is not marked, passenger is.
Yeah.
So they marked
those
passenger.
little red ones. Yeah, neither of our driver panels had it. We just had to look around the driver panel. We figured out from like where the clip was, as I said, but
it was the seat back.
It was the seat back that were like, oh, these look similar. But once again, on the driver's side, when you're getting in the truck, it's kind of flatter to help you get in without rubbing as much, and then on the other side, it comes out more. So it just looked a little funny when we had the other cover on. Yeah.
No, I thought it was flatter. It's flatter on this side.
Mm-mm.
In this, no, it is. Feel. This is a little bit wider. This is more bolstered to keep you from sliding out.
Is that what it is? Okay, yeah. I guess because it's wider over here.
Yeah.
It just looked like it was flatter to me. But yeah, he's right. Okay, so ignore what I was saying. Jarrett, once again, proved that I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's half of...
Not once again. We're pretty even on stuff. Considering all the stuff that's getting cut out from the video last night, I was...
Jarrett was tired and high on glue.
And angry.
And angry. So we're going to hop back to this and try to get this knocked out. And we'll catch you up a couple times through. At this point, we're just trying to get it done.
That was like almost 36 hours up straight.
You? Yeah.
Oh,
Other than your... Yeah, yeah. But okay. Until next time. Come on, Jarrett. Try to rub another one out. No, so it looks like in the back pouch of the passenger seat, maybe they had a little scenty piece down in there, or a candle it almost smells like, and it leaked down through the bottom and stained the padding. It smells really good, but the concern is if it heats up and leaks back.
Now it smells like alcohol.
You just rubbed 70% isopropyl alcohol on there to try to clean it off and see what would come off, and it didn't, so we're going to leave it. There's a chance in the future it'll leak through like it did back here, and you'll see a little bit of that red staining, but we're going to hope it doesn't do that. We'll see.
Hopefully it did all that it was going to do in the last truck.
Yeah. Last truck. It's going back in the same truck.
The last.
But yeah. So, I mean, it took us, what, about 3 hours to pull this one apart the first time because we were watching the video.
Okay, yeah, if you include...
The time we were, like, stopping watching the video, from start to stop, it was about a 3-hour time frame. This one was about a 20-minute time frame because we knew what we were doing, just ran through everything, got it done. Now we're going to put this all back together, and that'll be the last seat. And
I didn't show you this. Oh, I should have showed you. So, the bottom part of the passenger, I just scrubbed, because there's a lot of surface rust and stuff on it. To be honest, the driver's side was...
a lot worse.
A lot worse than that. But since we went ahead and had it out, I just brushed it with a steel brush, WD-40 on a shop towel, just wiped it down to get all the rust dust off that I scraped.
Yep.
Just to, I mean, we already have it off, we might as well. I'm not even going to say the thought that went through my head. No. No. Well, no, the thought through my head is I was like, man, what happens is after we do all stuff with the seats, like a week goes by, and then all of a sudden the power seat module on one of the seats goes out, and we have to take them all apart again. At least we know how to do it. Exactly. Will I ever buy a Ford with the broken center console again? No. If we were calling this, or if this was a literary class, that would be called foreshadowing. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But okay, so we're going to hop on this, throw these covers back on, put them back together, and hopefully button this up. We'll let you know if anything goes majorly wrong. Slightly wrong. Finally, the battle is over. So we went ahead and this one, what time is it? Because we started putting this one back together at about 2:45. It's 3:14. So this one only took us a half hour to get apart, about a half hour to get back together. And some blood, sweat, and tears as I put one of the hog rings through my knee. But... that was during this one. Yeah, oh yeah, that was technically during the first one, but I was still bleeding during the second one. But, so we got those two. We have the one over here. Ready to put them back in the truck, but I think first, the bench seat. The back seat, the 4060 split upgrade he did,
That's what's going to have to go in first, because the front doors are larger, so it's easier to bring it through the front and snake it to the back. So
well, also it's easier to not have the front seats in because
you have to lay awkwardly across the, yeah.
I'm not exactly small.
This is why we like this one, is it makes this whole tray here, which is really nice. And then if you got a short friend like Owen riding, you put it out and then you fold the seat down, and his feet can touch the ground.
Put a little small inflatable bed back here and sleep. For inevitably when I anger the lovely lady at home. I think we all have a lovely lady in our lives that gets upset with some of our decisions we make sometime. Most of the time. Almost all the time. Though she did actually approve of this purchase, believe it or not. Well, not the interior, but the truck.
Camera got a little warm, so it shut off on us. But at this point, front seats are in, and Jarrett got this nifty little phone holder here that he swears by. Looks a little small for a truck, but I mean, you just clamp it down with your phone in there, and then to release, press that. But I mean, looks a little low, but this is also a tall seat, so in a car it'd probably look a little better. We'll see what he thinks of it in a couple weeks, and I'm sure we'll hear about it. But overall, looking really nice with this new leather. There's some stuff here. Excuse me. Looking very nice with this new vinyl. But that looks great. And then we got the back there. And I mean, back's a little dirty still, but the colors match great. So, sorry, I had an ant on my leg. We're just going to go with it.
Is that how this goes in?
Yeah. I'd wager. It might, yeah, it'd sit better if we didn't have these. Well, no, these brackets will be there anyways. Flip it around?
So, here, compass.
Spirit fights with it, yep. Yeah, I think that's gonna look better. I don't know.
I legitimately don't know which way this goes.
We're gonna mess with this some. So after messing with it real quick, actually, we just flipped it around again. This looks like it kind of conforms to the little bumps in the front better, so we're just gonna leave it like that. But once again, fold those down and got yourself a nice extra large back seat. Just like, you know, only extra large thing Jared will ever have.
I've got dildos.
And that's what this channel is all about.
You're the one that keeps bringing...
So at this point, I think we're pretty much done with the interior. We got the front mats in, and in the process, Jarrett realized that for his phone holder here, Jarrett realized for his phone holder here, this piece originally was down on the bottom of the bolt, but that was coming in contact with this. So we just loosened it, spun it to the top side, retightened it, and now this fits great. It fits on the little clip there, and it looks pretty dang good.
Any cuss words?
He told me that for the mats, he did not go with WeatherTech because these were about half the price. So you're looking at, WeatherTech's about $200, these are about $100, which isn't bad at all. So, but we're finishing up, and the only thing left to do on this interior that I know of is this buckle is bad. So you can take the seatbelt buckle here, and it doesn't buckle in. However, you bring it up to this buckle, and it buckles great. So he's just going to get a different setup for this. And I think that'll be it.
Get that bug out of there.
Get the bug out of here? Yeah, that bug. I'm not slapping that bug. Okay. Oh. Any last words, Jarrett, for this video?
God, this sucked. But I'm very happy with the results.
Yeah, and I think that's the key thing. The price of it was not bad. Do you want to tell them what you spent between the floor mats and the seat skins, the cushion, and the rear?
Everything.
You were talking $450 for the rear seat.
Yeah, $450. So that's $550 for the rear seat and those
mats.
And then I paid $757.
So you're talking
for
about $1,300.
$1,300. So I saved about $1,000.
Yeah, because for a full interior for new seat, or not even new, remanufactured seats that are about in this condition, I mean, they're still going to have low imperfections, run him about $2,400, he was saying. So for being $1,400, have a rear seat in very good condition with the 40/60 split that he was looking for. Because, I mean, yes, it's still dirty. There's still stuff in here. But really, I mean, dirt. You're not seeing any wear on this seat. Great condition. And he's got that split he's looking for. So he can put 2 car seats, still fold this down or up if he needs to. Or with 1 car seat, he can fold that up and have a bunch. It just adds a lot more flexibility that he didn't have with the rear seat that didn't split. But I think that's where we're going to sign this video off. Thank you for joining us, and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't, or leave a comment. I mean, let us know what you want to see us do with this truck. We have some ideas coming, but we're always open to more. Peace out.